G'day, mateys. Let's get rough with a tough buff stud with the stuff to make you blush. Today we're huffing and puffing along with Kingdom Huffer. As a character, Huffer can be summarized by two things: kind of grumpy, part of the 1984 lineup, and that's kind of it. Look, Huffer never really was a character filled with prominence. The only two things I remember from Huffer was that one time him and Braun left the battle early while their friends were still trying to save people.
Thanks, Braun. Let's take off.
And then there was that one time he was a huge jerk toy to Wheeljack for no reason.
Dinobots, huh? I thought you were supposed to make dinosaurs.
What I'm saying is, while Huffer was definitely present, I don't know if he had any major prominence compared to some of the other characters. However, I will say, the man was an amazing supplier of out-of-context images. Looking at the toy itself, it's definitely a deluxe version of Huffer. I'm not even talking about his size class or price point. I mean, this does look like a slightly beefed version of the small geezer we all know. I've always been a big fan of his color scheme. There's just something about this very particular shade of orange that, for a compact truck, hits so right. Like he's a good, tough working man. The blue also looks mesmerizingly serene, and the two work together in harmony real nice. The arms are good, posable pipes with a very nice silver finish, and they look way better than the cartoon's dorky sticks, which look as agile as a vintage Star Wars toy. I'm all about that space ghost looking head, with the aqua blue eyes still managing to pierce through the ocean of blue that makes up his head. And I love how they still kept the front of an entire truck hoodie taking up his whole back like he's on his way to the Festival of Fools. I mean, isn't that just Huffer culture? It's just become a charming little part of his character design that it would be blasphemous to take away. Anywho, this figure comes with a heaping huffing supply of the War for Cybertron weapon ports, which you can use to attach all sorts of robot junk to him to turn him into an absolute beast. No wonder he was put in Kingdom. The posing works real cleanly as well. I've always got room in my heart for large, stompy feet, not to mention the ankle tilt. Lastly, he comes with two accessories, both of which actually look pretty extreme. Like, look at this blaster. This looks more like something used by the Terminator than friggin' Huffer. I mean, I like it. It's just, I'm just saying. Also, this is probably a reference to a gun from the Halo games, so there's that. There's also this shield, which actually looks really cool and useful. Plus, it looks way better than cliff jumpers. So Huffer's robot mode to me is just filled with delight and love. I admire that the creators were able to make something actually pretty cool out of a character based on this toy and this stumpy cartoon model. I think the only thing I'm not crazy about is the size. Now don't worry, I'm not one of those people who get all angry about how Transformers are smaller now than they were 10 years ago. Yeah, you know the ones I'm talking about. Ugh, Hasbro's at it again. Look at this! This older toy is taller than this new toy. Hashtag slumming it. I'm not trying to get easy views by harvesting hate clicks. I actually am angered about a toy. Watch my other videos now. Come on, please. If I get enough subscribers, my mom might give me back my Xbox. No, trust me, I'm not one of those people. If anything, I think this figure might be a smidge too big. Like, he looks like a reasonable height next to the other deluxe class figures, but I'm not sure I like how he towers over the other Minibot characters. But you know, looking past that nerdy aside, seeing Huffer as his own man, the robot mode is ace. Now let's truck him up. It's actually pretty impressive how simple the transformation is. The arms can be a bit strange to get into place, but overall it's actually very quick and easy. In fact, it's quite a departure from some of the recent figures of this size class. But it all helps you drive on over to this adorable little truck mode. I love this thing. It's so cute. All who witness it are defenseless to its adorable allure. It rolls super smooth like a dream, and all four wheels actually touch the ground and everything. Add that to the list of things I shouldn't be impressed by, but am. The translucent blue windshield really pops. Super appreciate that it's a separate part from the orange plastic. What can I say? Toys are more fun when you're not overcome with the fear of breaking it. What also gets me is the sculpt work. It's mostly pretty subtle throughout, but they really went in on some parts like the bumper here. Extra credit all round. Anywho, in a most impressive and kind of unusual move, you can split the blaster clean in half and store all the accessories on the back. I suppose this is to make it look like a truck bed, It's a good effort, and I like that the accessories can actually integrate into the alt mode in a creative way. And yes, I know that for some reason this is the first question some people had about this figure, and I know you're all ready to ask. Does it pull Optimus Prime's trailer? Yes, apparently so. I guess they felt like they had to include this because this was like the only memorable thing Huffer did in the cartoon. But I love those super nerdy, just for fun, episode specific callbacks. Like, you know you're never gonna display the toy this way, but it's just cool to know that it can do this. We're all about cross-compatible play features here. And with all that, I think Huffer serves as a very nice and welcome addition to your 84 Auto fam. Honestly, this might actually be the best Huffer toy ever. I mean, the official options are few and honestly mostly not very good. And I don't own any of the third-party Masterpiece style Huffers, but I never felt like Huffer was the type of character who needed the Masterpiece treatment. I think he works better having a simple transformation and overall toy aura informed by his design. I mean, half his alt mode sticks out of his back. You don't need to overcomplicate that. In summary then, a very hefty, lovable Huffer. Huff Huff Pass. That was a marijuana reference.